youth are just being sponsored by aggrieved old politicians. And I tell them, why are you sponsoring youth? Tell your child or your son to lead the protest first. Then I will know you're a serious-minded person. You don't tell other people's children to carry guns, to carry this, and be making noise in the streets. For example, and I will say it categorically, the Nigerian youth don't read. If we read, it's simple. Just go Google it. Asiwaju antecedent. Simple. It will just drop up and you will read it. But because we don't have patience to read, we only attach emotion and sentiment to things, we flame up. I don't think that way. I'm a youth, but before I get fat about you, I'll go and read about you and I compare. Why should I be on the streets when this man has done AXYZ and this one has party B, Obi has done AXYZ, I will compare all of them and contrast. I'll go for the best. And obviously everybody knows that Asiwaju is for the best. So for me, my advice for the youth is, see, we want to be in the government. Our wish is to have inclusive government where the youth learn from the system. There's no youth that can be a president. No youth have said that is right for a presidency. I have a couple of friends who are youth in this very government who are just key position executive control, but I know the way they misuse it. So you can imagine when you put somebody at me as a president, it will mess it up. But put us inside the system, we learn from the system, we know how the system works, and we'll grow in the system, and that's how it works. It's not a rocket science. So the youth shouting here, to be honest with you, I won't say everything is easy in the country. Let's say the real facts. Things are not rosy. So, and that was why some of us went out for Asiwaju, because we know he can come and fix it for us. And I can give the first 100 to 200 days when you have stable, probably maybe 8 hours, 9 hours lights, you have security, people in the northeast, northwest can go to their farm, people in the southwest can go to them without S-men, the orientation will begin to change. I won't blame the baggages Asiwaju carried. It's from this government, which is normal. APC is APC. It's only woman that is different. So the best Asiwaju can do is to come in, change the narrative. And I give it less than 1 year, everybody will change. And we begin to think towards it. But first of all, come in, kick sector, security, lights. Those two sectors are very, very important too. That's the first thing Nigeria will see. Education take a longer route. It's going to happen when it take a longer process. But if, for example, your area, you used to have like 3 hours light, I begin to see 8 hours lights constantly, you know there's an improvement. Same to go to security. If you can drive at night in your area that is volatile, you begin to know there's something. So this is how we'll go about it. And my advice is the youth should be patient. Let's be patient. It's our country. You can't jackpot to anywhere. There's nowhere like home. We just be sharing with our president. He's a president. He's a president. Nothing can change it anymore. So, and you see, the best Asiwaju can do was what he did, trying to extend olive hands to the other competitors. And you can see the way they are saying, no, they're not interested. It shows these are the people that don't love Nigeria. These are people who don't want Nigeria to be one country. Because nothing stops it. We come together, we form the government together, and we move together. It's our, like I said, it's our country. You know, so it's hard time we just come. Many politicians leave their children abroad and engage people's children here to be fighting about. I won't do it. Asiwaju has demonstrated it. His son was part of us. We campaign around together. We sit together. We eat the same rice together. And it has shown that he was well brought up. He wanted good things for his father. I didn't see Atiku's son. Though I heard that it was, I didn't see him. I didn't see Obi's son. So, what's the moral basis for them to tell other children to start protesting? It's very wrong.
I just want to encourage the youth. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed administration is going to ensure, equal participation of the youth. I can tell you emphatically that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed administration is going to have more than 50% youth participation in his government. Youth, women are going to take over key roles in this government, and they should make themselves available for that. And those of our youth who are in schools, he has already said to them that there will be no more strike, and this is what it's coming to do. So you should be looking forward to that. You should expect that, and you should now expect a prosperous Nigeria where a youth can graduate from school and get job instantly. A youth who has done well in our education or his education background should be able to have automatic employment. And I said, okay, this youth, while you are in school, you have access to credit to study, credit to buy handouts, and credit to do a lot of things. In every contest, there must be a winner. And I want to say that it is only good for the opposite side to imbibe in the spirit of sportsmanship. If you win election, I mean, it's your joy to also be able to reconsolidate, call for peace amongst the other contestants. But in this scenario, we've seen Atiku, we've seen Obi coming on air to say they won the election, and we can see that the election has been announced by INEC. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is declared, the winner and return elected. So we appeal to them, to look at the bigger pictures of one Nigeria and see that, they call for congratulation, but in the case that they want to, do otherwise, the court of law is there for them to seek for redress. It's not something you go to the public to announce that you're a winner of election. I mean, this country, there's a constitution that is well written, and everyone should be properly guided. I see it as an aberration on the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to see them talking about winning an election on the media. So the election is not won on the media. Election is won by the number of votes counts, and also the simple majority. Asiwaju has won, freely and won scarcely. Because if you look critically, because I see them talking about rigging election, the only place that election can be seen not to be free and fair in this just concluded election is the Southeast. And if you look critically, you will see that in the Southeast, we hardly see what happened there. But we have what happened there. We saw how they disenfranchise people, how they chase people out of polling units, how to use their hand to tamper for many others, and this is not democracy. You can't, what I'm trying to say here is that you can't shed your own home and you keep it from every other tribe. You took it over completely, then you go to other people's home to go and break their door and even spit on their faces in their own region. I mean, it is not done, but in the spirit of peace, we should move on with what has happened. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has won the election, squarely in a free and fair atmosphere. So we should go ahead, embrace peace. Let's look at the aftermath of the election and what is bringing in on board, how he intends to consolidate and also transform and lead us to a prosperous nation. This is what I believe is going to do. You see, I believe vividly that Asiwaju will perform by special grace of God. Come May 2029, it's going to be sworn in, and also it will kick the ground running.
It's normal for people to agitate and for anybody to claim that they win election But from the record is there. You can see Labour Party is not spread around the whole Nigeria. You cannot be limited to a region and you are claiming you win an election. It's impossible. And I noticed that a lot of young people and mature people who are doing labor, they seem not to understand the politics of Nigeria. They assume because they have one Lagos, 1 year, they have declared, they are the winner. It's not done that way. Some of us who understand this politics know that it's a game of numbers. You must be able to cut across the whole federation of Nigeria before you can decide to say you're a winner. Obviously with PDP, the stronghold of PDP is being eaten up by Labour Party. So PDP can also come, they don't have a moral standard to say they won election. Where it was used to be a PDP stronghold has been taken off by Labour Party. But look at APC, we spread across all. It's a very tactical. We went to where we know we have votes. We went to northwest. We went to southwest. And these are the major region that has these votes, state that has this vote. That is where we went to clinch our vote from. They went to where you have minor votes. Okay, for example, look at Kano. Kokanso has like 1.1 or 1.2 million. We are 700 and something thousand, and PDP are 100 and something thousand. Then look at the whole of northeast. PDP took all the northeast except Borno. Automatically, we can take 500 votes from our Kano vote to kill the whole of northeast. So what is just a mathematics? There's no sentiment about this. It's a pure election. Asiwaju has won. This is one Nigeria. This is one country. I expect all of us to come together. Let's see how we can change things from where we are, so that we can all benefit from the dividend of democracy. Going to court, coming here, to me, is waste of resources, waste of funds. But really, it's a free economy. It's a free country. You are allowed to go to court. You are allowed to make your agitation known.